Alright, this video is for my daddy Veit for his new iPhone 5, and we'll be going through all of the features. So, to turn the phone on, you just go ahead and click the home button, that little circle button, and then you'll see the main locked screen, and then you slide to unlock and not put the password on the video. So after that, then you'll open up to the main screen of the phone, and you can see all of his apps here are nice and organized, so they're not on two screens, but you can easily end up having them on two screens if you don't over organize them, and then you just slide back and forth to get between the two. But if you want to reorganize them, just hold down on whatever icons you want to move, and then you can put them inside of folders, or you can drag them out of folders and put them wherever you want them to go. Now, if you're holding them down and you end up seeing the little X button in the top left, if you hit that X button, it's going to delete it from your phone. That doesn't mean that you can't go into the App Store and re-download it. You can do that if you accidentally do that. App Store looks like this little icon right here. And if it has a 1 above it, generally that means that you have an app that needs updated. And you'll see that after you click on it. In the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see updates. And you'll see all the purchased ones and what ones need updates. Spotify here is the one that need updated. And I've already clicked to have it updated. You can see it has a little circle, but the Wi-Fi here is running slow despite the fact that the little bars up here are full. You can also see this is for Wi-Fi, but the actual cellular signal is the very top left, those little circle bars. We're at 3 out of 5 right now. Now, if you have multiple apps that need updated, like, I don't know, you have 50 of them or something that all say update here, rather than going through and individually clicking on them all, you can go to the top right corner and just click update all. I don't need to do that right now, so again, we're going to hit the little circle button and get out of here. And you can flip through inside of the folders here to see more apps. As far as taking a picture or versus a video, you see the camera up here in the top. It's a little camera icon. I'm going to click on that. Right now we're on photo. You can see that right here. It'll automatically try to focus, but if you want to have it focus on something else, say I want it to focus lower in this picture, you just click and you'll see where the little square goes to, and that'll help you refocus. Do a video by flipping over into video, and it'll say it in the bottom down here, and then you can click on that to go to the video, or I can have it take a square photo or a pano photo. That means just a panoramic, and you'll see the little line here. I can click on that to switch which direction I want the panoramic photo to go to. I click on the little circle to start taking a picture of it, and then I'd move around the room to be able to take a nice long image. After I've taken a picture, I can just click in the bottom left here and I can see what my image looks like. And if you're in the lock screen and you don't want to log in first, I can click on the circle button, and there's still on the lock screen. I can flick up and I will see this here. I'll get back out of that and log back in again. Now, a couple of quick features. In the very top of the screen here, you'll see the battery life is at 20%, so we're pretty low right now. It'll warn me at 20%, and it'll warn me again at 10%, and that's just telling you you really need to get it plugged in as soon as possible. You'll see the time also in the top. Now, if I slowly pull my finger up from the bottom, I see a quick menu here. The little airplane is airplane mode, and that's going to make it not search for Wi-Fi or a tower signal or whatever. This turns my Wi-Fi on and off. It's that little upside down triangle with 3 bars. The next one in the middle is the Bluetooth signal, so I turn that on if I want to connect my device to another Bluetooth device. The moon signal here is do not disturb. That means if somebody tries calling me or whatever and I'm in a meeting, it's just not going to have it buzzing and making noises and stuff. And then the farthest one over that looks like a little lock with a circle around it, just means that I want to lock the screen from flipping. So when I flip the phone to the side, well, it's not going to work on here. I'll need to go into an app to do that.
Yeah, I know what it is. No big deal.
Darn it. Anyway, if I flip to the side, obviously the phone will flip over. If I lock it, it'll prevent it from doing that. Now, if I'm listening to music or an audiobook or whatever, I can push play or pause from here. You can also do that from the lock screen. You don't have to log in to pause or forward or whatever. But I wouldn't use the fast forward if you're listening to an audiobook, just because it's going to flip forward, I think, to like the next chapter or something. You can also play with the volume here, but you don't need to because there are volume buttons on the side of the phone. Plus, minus, yeah, and then this is for the ringtone, so whether or not you want it to vibrate or be on ring. Very far down is the flashlight, and then you have a timer here, calculator, and again, the button for the camera. They really want you to be able to take photos quickly. From the top, if you slide down slowly, you'll see all of your messages from your different apps for the day. Missed calls, missed messages, stuff that you haven't looked at yet. And then just alerts for the day. So it'll tell you today's date, what's going on, show you your calendar, stocks, whatever else you have on the today screen. That's if you go slowly all the way from the top. If you go lower down and pull down, you'll get a quick search. So if you can't remember where you hid something in what folder, you can just type in for it. So say I'm looking for Google, I start typing that in, it'll automatically come up with top hits for that, top hits for contacts related to that, and then, oops, I scrolled too fast. Anyway, there'll be more stuff down at the bottom that's related to that as well. So if you go into settings, you'll have a lot of the same stuff again. So airplane mode, on and off, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, cellular. If you want to turn your personal hotspot on so you can use your phone to get Wi-Fi, just go ahead and come in here and then turn it on or turn it off. You want to use this as little as possible. So if Wi-Fi is available, you'd be better off using that. But this again is just a really nice feature to be able to use your computer, the internet from your phone for your computer.
Back up. I have a question. Down there it says to connect using USB, so I can use my phone as a hotspot and connect my computer and using USB, or no?
Yeah, you follow through this to.
Okay.
These are the steps.
That was my question. Okay, good enough.
You're gonna want to eventually change that password now too.
Which password?
The Wi-Fi password. You just change put the camera back on the phone. Okay.
I don't know what it is.
So when you go on the computer, you're going to look for the phone to be able to get on the internet. And then that password that it said in there under Wi-Fi hotspot, that's the password you're going to use to be able to log on to the Wi-Fi.
I didn't see it, but okay.
So, and then it's kind of like our Wi-Fi here. You know, there'll be a list of all the Wi-Fi options. You click on it, and then if it needed a password, then you type it in. Same thing. Scrolling down, you can choose if something's notifying you a lot and you want to turn it on or shut it off. This is where you go to do that.
Where'd you go?
The notification center. We're still in settings. Okay. Whether or not, I mean, you won't really use a lot of this stuff. You won't need the control center. Do not disturb. You're probably not going to go into here to do that. You'll probably use that quick screen. General settings, again, this is more stuff that you're not going to want to play with a whole bunch. But if you do end up wanting to back up your phone to your computer, all the data and everything in case you ever lose it, you want to go into settings, general, and then iTunes Wi-Fi sync now. Also, when you're in iTunes, if it's all updated, you'll have to have your iTunes updated to be able to do this. It'll have buttons, so you won't even need to come in here to do that. But don't click reset, because that'll reset your phone. Or do whatever. Okay, more stuff we don't need to deal with right now. iCloud is the other thing you might, you're already logged in here. I already created one for you. And it's all turned on. The Find My Phone you want to leave turned on, because if anybody ever goes and tries to steal your phone, we'll be able to look up where your phone is.
Okay.
And they won't be able to shut off Find My Phone unless they know the password. So that's also nice. The other thing about it is they won't be able to reset your phone, but you can remotely reset your phone so nobody can steal your stuff. But it's really important that you always have a lock password on it. So if it gets stolen, they can't get into your apps and things unless they can guess your password. So,
It still has your password on it, right?
yeah.
Okay.
So, and then
I'm
you
good
can
with
go
that.
into storage and backup, and you can back up to the cloud too this way. But there's not, unless you upgrade, unless you buy storage, you don't have enough iCloud storage to be able to back up this entire phone. I upgraded mine. It's to get enough to back up this phone is probably pretty close to $100 a year. But then it'll automatically back it up, so if you ever lose it, all of your data will be really, really quick and easy to find. And you can choose which things are most important to you that you'd like to be able to back up. 22.3 gigabytes, so to be able to, the next backup size would be, so to be able to back that entire thing up on iCloud, it would cost, I think, $50 actually. $40. So that's not terrible.
A year?
A year, yeah. The rest of the stuff you really don't need to go into. I organized all of your social media, social networking apps, and chat apps and stuff under social right here.
Okay.
So that's pretty easy to get to. This is all of my book apps and stuff.
Okay. Cool.
This is Audible. I'm in love with Audible. These are all my books. You can tell if it's finished here. It's really going to screw it up if we share this, but that's okay. But if you, so, yeah, I mean, just to listen to a book, you can tap on one.
This is Audible.
It'll automatically start playing. I mean, that's the on-off thing. That'll rewind it 30 seconds. So if you're
This
like
is Audible.
halfway through and you back up, it'll back it up.
Oh.
You can bookmark. This is a bookmark. So then you can go into chapters and bookmarks, and you can quickly see where you've stopped it at. Chapters. When you get into books that are 2 sections long, though, that gets really confusing. And then there's other quick features here. You can mark it as finished if it doesn't do it automatically for you. You can share it on social media. These are more quick features, so you can fast forward it, or well, I mean, you can read them to be able to do all that stuff. And then you just tap on it to download, and if it's a 2-section book, because it's got a little arrow off to the side here, you can download all. Some books are 3-section books. Right now we're just looking at books that haven't been finished. You can look at all of the books this way. We're looking at iCloud. If we look at device, it'll be just books that are already on this device. If we go to iCloud.
So if I read books that are just on the device, it won't mess with you then?
It doesn't matter. It's gonna screw with my stuff anyway. But that's okay. So, yeah. I mean, the ones that are not highlighted are ones that aren't currently on this device. The ones that are ones that are already downloaded. See?
You mean with the red line?
No, red line means they're finished.
Okay.
See how that
I
one's
see.
lighter?
Kind of grayed out.
Yeah. And then you can see all the stats for like how much has been listening to for the day, daily, monthly, total. There's more fun badges, how much I've listened to over time, how quickly that's increased, how much I listen is probably too much. Okay, anyway, and then we go back down to my library. You can't purchase them off of here. You have to go to audible.com to be able to purchase new books.
So them unhighlighted ones, can I click on
Yeah,
them?
and it'll download them.
Okay.
Yeah. I would do it only when you're attached to the Wi-Fi though, because it'll take up less of your data, your
Okay.
cellular data.
So do it at home.
Yeah. But I mean, you could download a whole bunch of them at once, so then you have them available to you for later. But you can delete them and re-add them as much as you want, and it'll always save your bookmarks and your notes.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I forgot to show you how to make a note. If you really want to make a note while you're listening to one, so tap the bookmark and then you tap the center of the screen. You can make yourself a little note about, so that when you're going back to look at the bookmarks, it'll leave a little note for you in here.
Oh, okay.
Now I've already listened to this entire thing and I wanted to show that, so, and then I'm going to go and remove it.
Would you remove
I just deleted it from the phone.
the book?
Yeah, it can be.
How do you know I didn't want to listen to it?
Well, it can be re-added. It's one of my chick books though, so maybe you do, maybe you don't. But
Oh, I see.
I deleted it for now. It doesn't take very long to re-download them anyway, so it's really not that big of a deal. I guess when you're listening to these, it would be easier for me if it doesn't look like it's already read. Well, listen to the ones that are already finished first.
Yeah,
So then
I
you won't,
figured that.
yeah, then you won't screw me up. And then just when you're all done with it, make sure that it's marked as finished before you delete it, because otherwise you have to re-download it to mark it that way. And I've been really meticulous about making sure it stays like that so that I can easily see which ones I have and haven't read.
So what happens if I'm in the middle of one? It won't show finish for you then, will it?
I won't have it downloaded on my phone likely anymore if I've already finished it.
Oh, okay.
But the reason why I mark all of them as finished is so then I can go in here and I can just search through the ones that are unfinished.
Okay.
And that makes it really easy for me to see which ones I want to read next. Because if you notice, I buy them at about 20 at a time.
Ah.
Because I go through books like M&M's. I go through a lot. These are just the Audible books. I also have Kindle books, like ones that you can actually read. I also go through those pretty quickly. If you go up here, you can see my library.
Okay.
This is my Bible. I have a whole bunch of notes in there too. It's pretty easy to use. You can search really quickly. They recently updated this, so I don't entirely recognize it. I think this is to be able to switch between chapters. Yep. So it's really easy to use too. And then you can also, I have tons of folders in here. So literally they just updated this. Here we go. Here's my folders. So then you can keep notes and bookmarks and stuff too about the different chapters and things. So that'd be really cool, because then we could even like share notes on different parts. And it'll let you highlight them, and it'll even let you, so I can like highlight the, and then you can highlight it like this, or you can then you can like share it to Facebook or Twitter really quickly.
Ah.
That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, that's cool.
Let's see. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of other ones in here too. The other thing that's probably going to be really fun for you is, what was I going to say? Oh, podcasts. So I've saved that under music. This is Pandora, just a variety of like kind of a radio. Yeah, okay. I pay for Spotify, so you can search music and be able to listen to whatever you want. This is the iTunes music. I have a ton of music in here too. And then podcasts, they have movie type podcasts even. So you could subscribe to one and like watch a whole bunch of them. TED Talks are pretty cool. So you'll probably get into that. A whole bunch of different photography apps in here. You can be able to take pictures and edit them on your phone. Make it look really nice. Again, I have a ton of shopping stuff too. Like Groupon is like you can get discounts for doing stuff. eBay, Craigslist, all that fun stuff. You could use this for Starbucks and get discounts or get your next cup or something free. a whole bunch of travel ones so you can look your stuff up. It'll also show your like your flight details, your
Oh, you
upcoming
got
flight.
Expedia on there.
Yeah, so you can
Cool.
look up and buy. Yeah.
I'm familiar with that one.
I'm not going to go through the financial stuff while we're videotaping this, but they're all in there. Video. You can watch Friday video. These are my iTunes ones that I've already paid for. TV shows. So you can watch them as you want. If it has the cloud, though, it hasn't been downloaded, so you have to download it before you can watch it. But they're all paid for already.
Okay.
And then the store is in the upper left-hand corner. YouTube's here. Most of these are video editing or whatever, except for that. Netflix you can watch. Fandango is for buying movie tickets or just looking up when the next movie showing is at theaters. Amazon, you can watch Amazon movies here. This is so that you can take a video, so you could take videos of the horses, and then you could automatically upload it to YouTube. You can edit it and upload it to YouTube.
Ah.
So you could do all that on the phone.
Can you take the videos of horses with this and put them on my computer?
You
from
could,
there?
but you could upload it. You could edit it from here. It edits pretty well.
Okay.
You can do whatever you want. Yes, you could move it over to the computer
Play with
too.
it a little.
A whole bunch of other apps on here. There's a dictionary, voice notes. I put in FTP client, so you can code if you want. That's your find your phone, so you can see where it's at. You can you could look it up on the computer too, on the internet.
And it'll.
Yeah, there's a translation app too, in case somebody's trying to speak Spanish to you.
Spanish? What about German?
Yeah, anything, whatever.
Okay.
Then up here, Google Drive, Dropbox, a whole bunch of other stuff. So you can take notes and,
Okay.
to-do lists. This is your alarm clock. I should probably shut all of mine off.
Yes.
Again, you can get to that from here, from the quick screen. These are all off right now, but these, I know there's some, there we go, there's some that are on. You can set it to have different noises or whatever you want it to have, and you can also set it to be weekdays or every day.
So, do you put them times in there, or are they automatically in there?
No, I put them in there.
So, get rid of them.
I'm not going to completely delete them, you'd go like this. But I'm not going to go through and do all of them for you. I will just do the ones that are currently on. There. Now nothing will go off on you.
Now, you need to show me how to put one on.
Top right, the plus symbol. Pick what time you want to be annoyed at. 7 a.m.? 8 a.m.? What time do you want to wake up?
5:30.
Every day, just weekdays?
Oh, I can do it by...
Do you want a snooze button so that it'll keep going off until you, like, actually wake up and shut it off?
Yeah, I don't want it on there, though.
You don't want to save this?
Yeah, we can. Yeah. Yeah, let's. Monday, Tuesday... No, not Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Okay. And the sound.
Nope. Oh, that would be alright. No, that was alright. No. Not Spanish Town. What was the first one? That's...
Moon River. It's like my favorite song.
That would wake me up.
But isn't that the point?
Nope. Wow.
It's like a video game. And there's even more. I'm surprised Charlie didn't start barking. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
That wasn't very long.
What wouldn't be what?
That wasn't very long.
Oh, no, it just keeps going on repeat. Do you hear any that you think?
Yeah, I like the na-na, or Moon River. I don't care. Reminds me of Cliff.
No, 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 no. No, no, no,
I wasn't
no.
watching the phone.
Alright, so piano riff it is. Save. And you can make more than one too if you want. I have to have about 7 to get me up. The first one annoys Charlie and he gets up and starts annoying me, and the rest of them just keep
Yeah,
going.
but you said that one would repeat, right?
I put it on snooze, but that, I mean, I can shut that off in my sleep. You probably won't, but I can. I have to have another alarm in the other room to wake me up.
I'm not that way. Okay. I used to be. If I either sleep through it, completely ignore it, or I get up.
Oh. World clock. So you can see what time it is in other places. Stopwatch, if you want to time the horses doing
Back up.
something.
So can I put whatever I want in there?
You can add more.
Ah, okay.
And then a timer.
Okay.
So, all kinds of stuff in there. Doodle Buddy. I like Doodle Buddy.
I have no idea what that is.
You'll see in a sec. So I can choose a different background. I'll put a plain white one on there. I drew that.
I see.
So.
Oh, so it's just for doodling.
Yeah, clear. And then you go. You can change the colors too. You can make it thicker. You could give them lips.
Cute.
Okay. And then, oh. This is supposed to be able to shake it, but I've never been able to shake it to get it to go away. Oh, that was the backup, like the undo button. Did any of these other apps, did you want any other ones explained?
No, not for now.
Oh, so when we go in here, this is how you make a new text message. Type in the person's name and it'll start coming up. You can add a picture if you want. You can start typing, and then this little icon, well, you can click on that and talk to it and it'll try to, whatever. Click on that and it'll change your keyboard. So I have a bunch of emoticons in there.
Oh.
So you can do one of those. If you hold down, it'll give you like the other, you know, not that you ever need any of these things, but the other A's and whatnot. You can, I mean, make a phone call. That's up here. You need to set up your voicemail. Type in a phone number. You can tap up here to be able to paste a number, you know. But normally if a number shows up on the phone, you'd just be able to click on it to call it unless it doesn't have an area code. But if it's a full number like 509 blah blah, yeah, you'll just be able to click on it. I'm not going to go in all of these, but your favorites are up here. I've already set up some of those for you. Recent calls and missed calls will be here. So we'll get out of there.
Where'd you go to that?
That's
to get there?
Phone.
Okay.
Your mail's here. The next one over.
Don't move towards me.
Well, you keep moving the camera off. Okay, so mail, you'll have to drag it down to refresh to get your new mail to come in. So Go in here and drag it down. Mailboxes. To set up more mailboxes, like I didn't set up all of them for you. You'll have to go up here, go to mail, and then you'll have to add more accounts.
Okay.
So you have to add your DWX one in there. You already know how to use this stuff. This is Google Maps, and she'll talk to you while you're driving and stuff. So you can type in the address. I don't know, Target. So it'll show you some results. You can pick one, and then I can go, okay, well, I want directions to there now, and then I can choose my options. It'll also show you last searches and stuff like that. So that's your navigation. I put more navigation up here too. There's other options, just so you can decide which one you want. Can you think of anything else? Photos? You can put them into albums. So, photos.
Ah.
And then you can share them. Message it, email it, iCloud, Twitter, Facebook, Flickr. You can copy it and put it, a whole bunch of them in some place. You can make a slideshow. Use it as your wallpaper if you don't like the ones I chose.
No, I like them.
Oh, click edit and you can edit it here. So I could brighten up this photo. Go to the albums, and you know, I've already organized some of them.
Cool.
Click on photos and it'll organize them by, you know, time. So, December. There, you can also organize them by location.
Okay.
Year.
Wow. But you got a huge amount of photos on there.
I deleted thousands of them off of this phone. I narrowed them down to just the ones I thought you'd like. I can't think of anything else. You should be able to figure out most of the social media stuff. The Pages app is the one for managing business pages, so you use that to manage Cool River Ranch.
Say that again.
This is for managing business pages, so you can see your analytics and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Google Chat, Skype, you can leave that on anytime so Cliff can call you. This is Facebook Messenger.
But Skype's a data thing, right?
Yeah, but I mean, we're at the house right now. We're on Wi-Fi, so it's not an issue.
Yeah, but if I was up north, it would be.
Yeah, it would be. But you can also...
Does Skype take data the whole time it's on, or only if you're on the phone?
So that's the other thing. We'll go back up into settings here, and I'll show you. You click on cellular, and you can shut off cellular data so that it won't use it at all. Like if you're not using it, you can...
Oh.
And then this will let you track your usage, so you can see how close you're getting to your 5 gigabytes.
So is that what I got so far?
Yeah, and then you can shut it off per app too if you want. So if you...
Now back up. Does that reset automatically, or do you have to reset it at your...
No, it'll reset every month.
by itself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now to see everything that you have currently open and that you're using, this is everything that I have open, because this is all the stuff we've been going through. If I want to shut off the app, just slide it up.
Oh, really?
And I got to that by double tapping that circular home button. You don't have to shut all of these off. You can leave them on, but I mean, if you are it could be using your cellular data, but I mean, you could go into that settings, cellular, and you could shut it off per app so that certain apps aren't allowed to use your data unless you want them to.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
But I mean, you'd have to go through a lot of apps. But some of them you want to just let them do whatever. Like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you always want to, for a certain period of time, you want to leave Facebook or whatever on in case somebody wants to message you. I don't know. Because some of those things aren't really going to use up enough to really kill 5 gigabytes a month.
Okay.
With the way that you're using them. So it's not a terrible thing to leave some of them on all the time.
Okay. I'll figure it out.
Okay. Oh, to take a screenshot, so home button, your on-off button.
Right.
So now if I go up into photos. Oh, sorry, go to albums. Camera roll is my most recent ones. And there's my screenshot.
Yeah. And I
Remind.
would want that. Why?
I don't know, in case you need to share something with somebody or that you're doing, or I don't know. So reminders, then, you can use these too. It can set a reminder based off of leaving a place. So let's not create a new list, but let's go to reminders here and say I want to add a new one. Tell Desarae I love her. Okay, now I go to information about that reminder, and I want to remind Desarae I love her with an alarm every day. And I want it to stop telling me that on the 8th of January. And I want it to do the reminder when I get home. So as soon as you get home, it'll remind you to tell you that. And this is a really important priority for me. And then I can add a little note about it because it's important. Done. There. That's now a reminder. It'll pop up. Now, that can be really time consuming to do it this way, so I like to just make Siri do it for me. So I hold down that circular button. Siri, remind me to tell Desarae that I love her every day when I get home.
I don't know your home address. In fact, I don't know anything about you. In Siri settings, tap on My Info and then choose yourself from your contacts.
Okay, so Siri and My Info. And I'm going to take that off the camera. There we go. So you're set up. And do you want Siri to be a guy or a girl?
She's fine. I don't care.
Okay. Well, now she knows a little bit more about you. Also, in contacts, you can, so let's go to me, for example. So if you're having a hard time with her understanding when you say somebody's name, you can give them a nickname. I'm currently nicknamed Master. But yeah, you can add all kinds of information on there about a person. And you can link other, like if you end up with multiple things about a person because you sync your phone with Google or Facebook or whatever, that's an easy way of connecting them. Add a person to favorites at the very bottom, send a message, whatever. I'm already added to your favorites.
Are you added to my emergency contact? You were on the
I don't know.
on
Favorites. Anyway, so hold down. Call Desarae Veit tomorrow at 2 p.m.
Did you mean Desaraev?
Yes.
Here's your reminder for tomorrow at 8 p.m. Shall I create it?
So then she'll even call you for me. Or for
Okay,
you.
I'll remind you.
You can do reminders. You can have her get you directions. Find Target.
I found 4 contacts at Target. Which one?
Give me directions to Target.
Which one?
I don't know your Target address. Tap your name if you'd like.
Okay. Well, she can be a pain in the ass sometimes, but you can play around with that. She can do a lot of stuff.